Let's take a look at MJ stocks. Again, I took a look at them yesterday, and I was saying they were showing a lot of weakness already yesterday. And the bears really showed up today. And I think they announced that the Senate or something in the States is looking towards the legalization bill or something in the States. Let me double check and confirm. Legalization of marijuana, U.S. Schumer proposes federal decriminalization of marijuana. I think that was today. So there was some news about marijuana today in the States becoming legal. And instead of the stocks going up, some of the U.S. stocks went up initially. They were green initially. Everything just sold off hard. So it's like we're seeing a sell the news event on these weed stocks today, even though they've already been downtrending. I guess that was the only thing keeping them somewhat afloat. And now that this news is out that they want to decriminalize it, the stocks are selling off even more. Bit of a volume spike today on weed, but nothing that suggests that there's going to be a reversal. Right now, it's still on a downtrend, still showing weakness. If we do gap down, might see a temporary bounce, but overall the charts look pretty weak on these marijuana stocks. We're seeing it on Truel too. Trueleaf was looking like a potential falling wedge or bull flag. I think that was negated today. And we might be headed towards setting a lower low on the weekly on Trueleaf. I'm not liking none of these stocks too much for any bullish plays, in my opinion. And that's not just based off of the charts. The charts right now, there's no signals to buy, in my opinion. Everything says wait, stay out, in my opinion, especially that the good news is out. If good news is coming out and the stocks are continuing to go down, then that shows you how weak the bulls are right now in the weed stocks. And just on a side note, when it comes to weed stocks, how many companies grow weed? How many companies create edibles and pens and all that kind of stuff? And then how many black market marijuana sales happen as well? And how many people are just growing it at home for themselves, especially in Canada, where it's legal federally over here? So it's just hard to imagine these stocks being able to perform well over the long term when there's so much competition, there's so much pricing pressure, and for the legal companies, there's so many more hoops that they have to go through, and so many more expenses than illegal companies that they almost can't compete. And then everybody still says the black market weed is better than government weed, at least here in Canada. That's what everyone says. I've done both. I think government weed is fine. I don't see any problem with it. But that's what everybody says. And since everybody says that, so many people still buy from the black market and they're not supporting these companies. And these companies are just draining money and they have a ton of competition. And for that reason, they don't appear to be a good investment. When you have an industry that has too much competition, too much pricing pressures, low margins, because their margins are fairly low, because these guys, I don't know how you can not make money selling weed. I mean, it's kind of mind-boggling. I mean, the government gives you a pass to grow and sell weed, and you can't make money. These companies, it's ridiculous, really. It's really ridiculous. And you know what the problem was with these companies is because these companies is how I made a lot of money, back in the day. That's how I got into stocks in the first place, was these weed stocks. And I bought them simply because I thought it would become a bubble. Back here, Canopy, all the way back here, that was me. In 2015, that was me back here. But, ultimately, these guys, they opened up too many facilities. They hired too many people. They grew their expenses so much. Yeah, they just didn't manage their money properly. They raised so much money too, and it's like Canopy raised $5 billion, and like most of that has just gone down the drain. It's so mind-boggling how they could just blow money. Whoever's managing these companies, most of them, just does not know how to manage a company, in my opinion. Some of them are better than others for sure, but overall, and again, let alone even if they did, fact is there's too many pricing pressures, there's too much competition, the black market is still heavily involved, and for that reason, I don't think these stocks are a good investment. That's my opinion. The chart seems to confirm my opinion as well. That's my thoughts. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a nice night. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and check out my website, 10baggerstocks.com, and check out my Instagram at 10baggerstocks.